Good morning, everybody. Paul here from Warden's Farm. And see, beekeeping, can you believe it's the 19th of April already? It's 70 degrees, it's about 9:15 in the morning, and we're getting ready to go jump out in the bees. Why? Because spring has a lot of things going on. Right now here in eastern North Carolina, we got the flow going on. And around me here, I have a lot of tulip poplars. And that's the main source of the bees' food this time of year. So we're getting ready to go in and see if they need any supers. Some already have supers on, some don't. Another thing we got to look for this time of year is queen cells. We are in swarm season. I have already caught 8 swarms this year, and I'm sure I'll be catching a lot more here shortly. So we're checking for queen cells, supersedure cells, to see if the bees have swarmed, if they're queenless. Do we need to add queens? There's a lot going on. And then another thing we need to worry about is mites. How is the mite load in each beehive? And one of the things you gotta check is your mites. And during the honey flow, you don't want to kill a lot of bees, but you gotta make sure your mites aren't going through the roof at the same time. And during the honey flow, there are only certain products that you can use in your hives during the honey flow to treat mites. One of them is Formic Pro. Here I'll put a little chart on what you can treat, when you can use it, and hopefully that will help some of you beekeepers out there. Just so you can see, is some of the hives already have supers on them. They have queen excluders. That way the queens aren't laying eggs inside it. The bees are very busy in all the hives right now because of the honey flow. So we're getting ready to jump in there and go see what's going on with all these bees. We're going to start here at hive number 10. This is my most active hive, and it's already got 2 supers on it. They are really producing. They have really produced a lot of honey. That's why I had to add another super, and we already got bees up in it. It's been on about a week. I don't expect much to be in it, but we'll take the cover off and we'll see what they're doing in this super here. I just want to see if they're adding anything into it yet. And let's see. Oh, they have added comb. They've extended the comb. You can see it's nice white new comb. So I'm really happy to see that. And this is on an outer frame. There's tons of bees below me. So we're going to check a center frame and see if they're already putting honey in it. And I can tell you from what I see they are. Oh yes, they definitely are. Yes, that is nice. Again, this is what it looks like when they're adding comb and adding nectar, which they'll dry out and cap it in time, and hopefully we'll be able to get some honey out of this hive. But on this next frame, they have made a queen cup. I saw it when I lifted this frame out, so why would they make a queen cup all the way up here? Don't know, but if there's one all the way up here, there might be some down below. Now, you can destroy a queen cup, but it's only going to take the bees probably 3 days max to put it back in there again if they really feel they need it. Now this one has, what I'm doing on this one here, you can tell I moved it up because I wanted the bees to hatch out, make sure I don't have a queen up above. There's no eggs in it, just larvae that they need to let hatch out, like that. As soon as that larvae hatches out, they'll backfill it with honey. Clean out them cells and do what they gotta do. Because in the past, I have had an excluder on, and somehow one egg got up here. And that's what people ask. Do bees move eggs? And if you read a bunch of different books, some people will tell you yes, some people will tell you no. In my experience, just because of what happened to me, I'll say yes. Because like I said, I had a queen excluder on, and next thing I know, 2 weeks later, I have me crazy queen cell being made that was charged. And that just was like, holy cow, what's going on here? Because that's another way you can check your mites, is look at a drone. And if you get a drone larvae out of there and you don't see mites on it, that's a good thing. And I just removed 2 and no mites. One of the things people say is when you have plastic frames that you need to add extra wax. And that's what I've done on these frames here that I'm getting ready to add, because they have extra wax on it. And we're gonna see how true that is compared to a wax foundation, which is right here. Now let's move down to where the queen should be. That was another deep I added because there were so many bees. And look at all this wax. Let's get that out of there. Let's get that out of there. You guys don't need that. Let's get that one out of there. Okay. Let's get back into this. So we'll give them a little smoke. Now we can see what's going on in here. There's a lot of bees. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 frames of bees. They're extending this one out. That's why I got 9 frames on it, so they can. This is all pollen, but our queen's on it. Our queen is right there. She's a big queen too. So I'm putting her right back in the hive. I don't want her to go anywhere. Just want to make sure there's no queen cups. And I also want to make sure there's eggs. Because right now I see we have a queen, but I don't see eggs. Let's see, get this in the sun. Oh yes, there's eggs. Yeah, she's putting eggs in there. They might want to supersede her if she don't start a better pattern. Okay, this is a cap brood with a lot of other brood, a lot of larvae. That's what I want to see. And hatching brood that they are backfilling. That I don't want to see, but they'll move that around no too. We are just making sure there's no queen cups now for supersedure cells. Like down on the bottom. Look at that. Right there we have a charged queen cell right here. That's charged. That's charged. There's 2 charged ones, so let's see what's on this side. So they are getting ready, one, to swarm. There's another charged one. So that's 3 on this frame. So let me set this out here. So we have a choice to make. Let them make the new queen and swarm, or don't. And I prefer don't. Don't sting. I know you want to sting. That one did. So we'll remove that stinger. Hit it with a little bit of smoke. Now that one's got the queen, and this one's got queen cups. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you right there. And put the queen right there. And we're going to add a brand new frame to you. Let you draw it out. There. Again, get the spacing, get the bees out the way. There is our spacing. But we have a queen cups here with bees. So we're going to put this in another hive and let them continue making that, because they will feel like they are queenless. So which hive shall we do? That one's got it. The one the camera's on don't. So let's do that one. So here we have a hive that is got nothing in it, but we're gonna have it create one. So we're gonna take out some of these frames that need re-waxing, and we're gonna re-wax them for when they come out. But we're going to start adding frames into this hive. And now we'll be using this kind of like a queen castle here. The nurse bees are going to stay with the bees. So hive number 10 had a queen cell frame with 3 queen cells, which is right here in hive number 9, which was vacant. I'm now going into hive number 12, and we're going to see how they're looking and if they need anything added, and if they got queen cells, it will also go into hive number 9. I'm just going to go right to the middle on this one. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, they have drawn these out, and there is nectar going in. I like seeing that. So I'm just going to take this off and get right down into the body of the bees, because oh, this one's looking good. And oh man, yes, it's heavy. Same with this one, they're drying. Oh, and it's heavy. And they're capping this honey. Let me make sure that the queen isn't there, and she's not. And you can see all the nice white capping on the honey that they're making. Here's a frame, and I want to show you blue nectar. Not nectar, blue pollen. I don't know what that is. I've never seen it before. It is on both sides of the frame. What plant is producing blue nectar? Maybe I'll get some blue honey. That would be cool. Seeing a lot of things here I haven't seen before. One being blue pollen. And this one's got brood and honey in it as well. And a lot of eggs and larvae. More blue pollen. That's nuts. I'm lost for words on that one. I can't wait to hear what people have to say about that I talked to out of our bee club. First time ever I've seen that. And more blue pollen. gosh, that's crazy. And this frame is full of honey that's being capped. So I'll probably move these frames that are they're capping of honey up top in that medium. All right, we're down into hive number 13, and 13 is going really good. The two swarms down on the end both have queens, but they're not laying yet because they're new swarms. Hive number 14 had a ton of queen cells and a ton of bees, so I took some out and I'm moving them up there. Yeah, right there. Moving them right there to number 9. Number 13, the queen was actually above the excluder. When I put the excluder on, I wasn't sure where she was. I couldn't find her, so when I came in this time, I found right where she was. And that makes it so now I know where the queen is, that she's down below the queen excluder. There's a bunch of honey in this one. There's a bunch of honey in this one, but there's also a lot of brood. So now that I know the queen's down here, the next time I come in, I'll locate her, and then I'll move the queen excluder down one more, so that brood can hatch out and that can become a honey box. I moved a bunch of frames out of this one too, and put them up in number 9. So now these hives that were crowded will feel like they got a little bit more room for a little bit of time, but the things are going absolutely crazy here where it's that time of year, it's spring, and the hives are growing like crazy. As you can see here, there's a bunch of comb, bunch of old queen cells that came out of this hive. It's queen right. The queen is a brand new queen, which is nice. That's queen right, that's queen right. And both of these boxes are filling up with honey. So our new hive, number 9, is the one that we just created. So it has 4 queen cells in it and one that's ready to hatch out probably within the next day or 2. And I will do the rest of these hives up here tomorrow because it's getting hot and I'm wore out. So till next time, we'll get in and get the rest of these hives and we'll show you some more stuff. Paul from Orange Farm, have a blessed day. Take care, bye.